All right, when you look at that, 29.4 miles per gallon. Woohoo! Well, hey, it's Rob, and there's my Maverick all opened up in the background. I'm gonna flip around the camera here in a sec. I'm sure you don't want to stare at my beautiful face, but this is my 1 year, 15,000 mile update on my 2022 Ford Maverick XLT front wheel drive in iconic silver, the EcoBoost model. All right, so I'm a year in, and what are my thoughts? Well, maybe we'll go back and talk about when I got this car, why I got this car, how much I overpaid for this car, this truck, I guess I should say, and all that good stuff. So I've owned it since January of 2022, meaning that I've had it for more than a year now. And I really had not noticed that they had come on the market. I was not an early adopter. I did not place my order and wait patiently for a year and a half or whatever. I just, started to poke around and see if any dealers had them. I was driving a Volvo wagon at the time, a V60 wagon. Very nice car. I certainly miss it, but I really needed the utility of a pickup truck. This is my work truck, and I can say that because I also own a 1983 Mustang GLX 5.0 5-speed.
I want you to fix what is wrong. The nights are endless and go on and on. Oh, I want you.
Although I drive this 95% of the time, and this is pretty much my main and only vehicle, practically speaking, but I do have another car if need be. So like I said, this is the EcoBoost model. I have not made the mistake of putting the cover on the engine. I know it looks like a rat's nest in there, and it was literally a rat's nest a few months ago because I did have a rat crawl into the engine. I parked the truck outside, and something got in there. The problem with putting the cover on it, I think, is you would never know anything was under there. So I immediately saw that someone was trying to build a nest in there and got rid of them. Haven't had a problem since. And that's the story of that. So I picked this up, like I said, in January. I did overpay. I paid $3,000 over sticker. I know it's something you shouldn't do. I know that it's still going on a year and a half later or whatever from when these things came to the market. But my justification was that I got $8,000 more for my trade-in on my Volvo, so I still was up $5,000 overall. Interior, minus the filthy floor mats, still looking great. No problems. People complain that they're cheap. You get scratches. I don't know what people say, but everything is looking fine, more or less. I haven't really tried to clean it up much. Certainly love all the utility of these vehicles. Oh, where's the loop? And of course, keep a ton of stuff behind here, fold it up, and also as well keep a lot of my sound gear. I am a sound mixer for film and TV shows, so I keep a bunch of supplies under here as well that I don't feel like dragging in and out of the truck on a weekly basis. Anyway, so made a few additions. You'll notice this may be the only Maverick you're going to ever see with a built-in CD player. I added it as a USB CD player that works with Apple CarPlay. It just plugs into USB, and it really works fine. Doesn't skip, sounds really good. Actually, I think it sounds a lot better sometimes than just the normal stereo itself. So I've added that to it. I've got the wireless adapter hiding under there, which I never really use because I always want to charge my phone anyway, so it's going to be plugged into something regardless, so it may as well just be plugged into the CarPlay system. It's running great, like you saw in the beginning, 29.4 miles per gallon. That's about average, between 28 29. And I am perfectly happy with that. If I had a hybrid and I was, doing a lot of highway driving, I'd be getting 4 or 5 more miles per gallon, but would not be a huge change at all. So some stuff I've added, and I've made plenty of other videos about this Maverick. I did the all-weather floor mats. I tell you which kind of water bottle you can stick into that little cubby there. I did the, speaking of cubbies, I did the little grid cubby there, and cubby grid I think it's called, and added this Vic Seed phone holder in there. Working fine. Like to have it there. I found these little boxes that fit under the seats for extra storage. I don't really carry any people back here. I got the Fitz trash can. And again, all this stuff you can see in other videos on my channel where I go into the things I have added and modified about this truck, although it's been nothing major at all. I've got the DZ tailgate assist. I've got the Maverick bed rug working great. Most popular video on my channel is this guy, which is the switch panel here that I added in. You can have USB power or cigarette lighter power. Honestly, I don't really use it, but it was a cool little project. Once in a while, if I'm hanging out back here, my phone is low, I could plug it in or whatever. I don't find a whole lot of utility out of it. I have these little magnetic stick-on lights here. Those are pretty cool. There's a different kind. I just find them at Lowe's or whatever. I added these little magnetic reflector, well, they're not stickers because they don't stick to it, but they're just magnetic reflectors. And I've got them hiding right there because when you close the tailgate, they'll still reflect a little bit in that little gap down there. I think it'll shine a little bit when someone sees it back there. And what else can I tell you about my EcoBoost Maverick? I've really got no issues to speak of. Nothing has come up. No concerns. I did back it into a Hyundai here, and it looks a little funky in there, but I did my own body work, and it's not really noticeable under there unless you're really poking around. So I'm going to live with that, and save me a little bit of money when I didn't have to take it to a body shop. Still looking good. The hood, I've got a small issue with that because, sorry, let me button this up. Small issue with that because the hood is thin and I park outside. I'm not sure if you can see any of these, but maybe you can see a little bit there. There's one there, there's one there. I park under a tree and it drops these nuts on it. And I've got, I don't know, at least a dozen dings in the hood, which is very frustrating. But like I said, the Mustang gets to stay inside. I park outside, and it's a work truck at the end of the day. So if it's going to get a little banged up or whatever, well, so be it. Other than that, I wish I had more to say. Tires are doing good. The stock Continentals, I don't see any issues with paint or any other stuff. People complain sometimes, but everything's looking good. Looks pretty much the same as it did last year when I bought it. Just cleaned it up, washed it, looking sharp. I've got the Gator tonneau cover on it. It does leak. It's not thrilling me that it leaks, but for what I need, it's pretty much okay by me. I don't keep any stuff back there that can't get wet, so if there's a little bit of water back there occasionally, well, so be it. All right, well, I'm just gonna go on and on and on about nothing, so I'll probably wrap it up and say overall, very happy with my purchase. 15,000 miles and a year in, even though I had to overpay a little bit on it, and I know that's still going on, but really got no complaints. Plan to keep it for the long haul. I'm not trying to flip it or make money on it or whatever. I just drive it every day and enjoy it. It's a nice, quick, fun truck. Hasn't given me any trouble, nothing at all of concern. I do have the recall outstanding, and I'll have to take care of that soon enough. But Other than that, it's just smooth sailing. Anyway, thanks for checking out this video. I've got dozens of others about this Maverick and other topics of interest. Well, maybe they'll interest you, who knows. But in any case, it's Rob signing off 1 year in on the Maverick, and thumbs up, all is well. Take care, bye.